Is Trump in the work you do after you've done books like this with the knowledge of American history you have, does it make him look to you like a more or less familiar figure? Does he feel like a manifestation of something common, or does he seem very distinctive?
Well, I think one of the things that makes him seem so, quote, distinctive and unprecedented is, if we think about the national level, where, there's no question that it would be very difficult to find anybody who has ascended to the presidency and has behaved in the cruel and demeaning, not only to people, but to institutions, to his political enemies. And I think one of the things we have to understand about illiberalism and illiberal communities or sensibilities is that there was a lot in them that was satisfying. I mean, when people who were in the Klan in the 1920s, they didn't see themselves as being involved in an extremist organization. They saw themselves involved in an organization that was reinforcing community ideas, that was providing for recreation, that was embedding notions about what it means to be an American, a white person, a Christian. They may not even articulate it that way except for being a Christian. So I think one of the things we need to understand is that it's not simply those moments of rage that we can identify and then ask, why does that happen? It's a way of life that can go on in very prosaic ways until they're being threatened, and then they erupt. But we need to understand the day-to-day lives that are created, that bring people together, that provide them with all sorts of meaning in their lives. And I think one of the things that is important about recognizing, say, illiberalism as a important current and field of force is that we have a tendency of looking at the disruptions of the liberal tradition as simply a backlash, as angry people who are venting their fury, and which doesn't really have a lot of substance, and things can go back to normal easily. And I think that that's a serious mistake.